All right. So this is, once again, a link to the past randomizer. Let's see, I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready. Talented observers might be able to tell that we now have a timer in the lower right-hand corner, just to let people know how long the seed has gone. So we will be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So we have some very, very typical opening things to do. Alright, we haven't killed an enemy yet, so that will tell us what we get. That tree will tell us what you get for pulling a tree. Hey, what's up, Matt? I would like to tell you it's Luffy for a reason, but like I said, I just randomize the sprite every time, so there's a massive list of available sprites too, and this just kind of proves it. So we've had Abigail from Stardew Valley and Luffy from One Piece. There's that. We'll continue. So, actually, we probably don't want to do this right now. We don't have a sword. We don't have anything to hurt anything with. So we'll go to Sanctuary. Sanctuary Heart is a heart piece. That on tracker. So how's Cyberpunk going, Matt? Had any extremely game-breaking glitches? You're able to pet an alley cat. That is definitely Game of the Year material right there. I do like when you are able to pet any and all animals. Okay. So we're gonna check Lumberjack Cave. So you just had that 1 3-second freeze, and that's pretty much it. Okay, that's a shield. Taking it slow is usually a good way to go. That's, despite what you see right here, when I play games casually, I tend to take them extremely slow and be very thorough and explore everything. Yeah, I did hear somebody say that ooh, there's a mirror, that's pretty good. I did hear somebody say that there is no ownership in the game whatsoever, so you are free to take anything. Let's see, so... Oh, wait, no, we want to check the mushroom spot. Mushroom spot's 50 rupees, but we'll take that. We can check this whole area off. Yeah, I definitely, from what I hear, from what I've been hearing, from what I've been able to glean, it's definitely just, they definitely just got it to the point where people could play it without an unreasonable amount of bugs. Depends on what your definition of reasonable is, but it seems like they just basically fixed all the game-breaking bugs and got it, you know, to a reasonably stable condition and then just released it and are going to fix everything later. Okay, so lamp is really good. Yeah, I think that's gonna get better. I think that it's just not finished. Okay, so lamp and hook shot. If it keeps this up, this could be a pretty quick seed. Lamp and mirror right out the gate is really good, and hook shot is also really, really good. Like, getting hook shot before leaving Kakariko is something I really like, because it really takes the stress out of Mini Moldorm Cave, which has a bunch of checks in it, but like early game it's hard to have a means to kill them without like trying to get them to die to bombs, which is difficult. Okay, Titan's Mitt, Cane of Samaria, and Flippers. Jesus Christ. Titan's Mitt, Cane of Samaria. Fucking A. Okay, so we just traded 100 rupees for 50 rupees. There's that. Okay, so let's see. This piece of heart. Man, we got green hearts and Luffy as our sprite. This seed's like made for you, Matt. Okay, so we had a 50-50 chance of getting a bomb there. We're gonna reload it. We could buy 10 bombs, but why do that when you can get bombs for free? Especially since if we go and we use our 1 bomb on this, we can get 4 bombs, and then we can leave and re-enter and get 8 and have 8 bombs. And I did. You're not. I think that I did figure that out as a small child, though. Just because it's extremely suspicious. It's a thing that's just off on its own. That, has, like, no visible means of entrance. Got to put the bottle on the tracker. We could check Bug Kid. Happened once. It'll never happen again. It's not... Alright. Let's go. There's no hints to that in the game, no. But just using the fact that it's a suspicious building with no entrance, I think that a lot of people probably did figure that out. Okay, so... We're gonna hope to find a sword pretty soon. Find a sword pretty soon, we can just go and just blow a bunch of shit out. Red rupee. Yeah, no, it's an extremely strong start. Red rupee. We can save and quit now. I don't think it'll be a 45-minute seed, but, like, could, in fact, be. Oh, I didn't check that either. Magical boomerang. I don't think you're supposed to be able to find that before you find the regular boomerang, but whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go. So we don't quite have, like real good dark world access. It's supposed to clip you through when you do that. Man, be nice if you could do that. I'm just trying hookshot places because I feel like I don't use the hookshot very much, and it's a very good utility item, especially for speed. That's bombs, we don't need that. Okay. I tried to use the hookshot to clip through the block, but I didn't go all the way through, so I couldn't open the chest because those blocks can only be pushed to one position. Okay, that's not good, but so I had to leave and re-enter in order to do that. All right. Give me that. Come on. All right. How are you doing, cat? Bombs, 300 rupees. Another heart. Moon Pearl. Blue tunic. Let's go. Pretty good. I made some salsa. Oh, my mouse isn't working. That's not good. Made some salsa today. Started pizza dough for tomorrow. Probably don't even need to come and check this. It's kind of orange. It's got some habaneros in it. It's got some serranos in it. What was I going to check off? Moon Pearl, that's what I was going to check off. Moon Pearl opens Dark World completely up. Yeah, it definitely has some good heat to it. I roasted everything under the broiler in my oven. Damn it. That's fun. But I tried it, and it's pretty good. It's got some good heat, but it was still hot from the broiler, so I put it in a bowl and put it in the fridge. And then I came up here, generated some randomizer seeds, and figured I'd get one in before it gets too late in the afternoon. Let's see, so now we want to... I guess we want to... Shit, what do we want to do? There's so many things that we can do right now. You are currently looking at image that is being captured by the capture card you gave me, Matt. It worked immediately, right out of the box, and I didn't need to change anything. It was very nice. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you very much for that, by the way. Get rid of those two things. He is a very nice guy. I need to do something. Need to do something for Matt. Okay, so as is pretty typical, we'll come into Dark Cack and we will go into Thieves Town, but first we're going to play the treasure game, do our normal checks. Hey, it's not very nice. Let's see. So, like, this is the key, that's good. This is extremely sketchy health to come in here with, both overall and current. It's totally fine. We're like one screen away from the start of the dungeon. But, I mean, 4 HP coming into Thieves Town, like, we got extremely fast Dark World access, and so, like, we might have to duck out and come back later with more safeties, but there's some pretty easy checks that we can do in here. That would be pretty cool. I think that that would be some complicated programming, but nothing is impossible. That could be your contribution to A Link to the Past randomizer, Matt. You could figure out how to code that and get that working. Okay, that was the wrong way to go. I know Thieves Town, I swear. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you'll have that figured out by, you know, by the end of the year. Oh, easy. Easy peasy. You got it. I believe in you. Okay, and there's compass. That wasn't very nice. I was supposed to do it twice. Alright. Well. Is there any other... I think that was the 4 main chests. Ah. Okay, well, we got a couple chests in Thieves Town. We're gonna leave for now. I don't think that I can fight blind with 4 hearts. I might be able to, but I really don't want to. Because that sounds pretty awful. I mean, we have one bottle that we can use as a safety, but blind can do 2 hearts of damage with his laser, and I don't want any part of that with 4 health. So we're gonna do some more checks, and we're gonna... Oh, you can't throw over that wall. Damn. Gonna do some more checks, and we'll come back to Thieves Town. This is like a literally world's our oyster situation right now. We are like spoiled for choice as far as things that we can do. And so we can actually do this check extremely fast because we have all of the right stuff for it. You bought a katana, Matt? That's pretty awesome. I was thinking about getting one of those like wooden training katanas. But I've been thinking about that for a really long time, and I never get one, so. Okay, so that's what bringing the smith home looks like when you have all of the stuff for it. No, I can't take you someplace nice. I'm gonna leave you outside, because I forgot to get this item. Red tunic. Alright. Oh, did that... Okay. It probably went back to Darkworld then. You have an elven sword from Lord of the Rings. Nice. Which one? Which characters, I should say. No, you come here. Okay. Is that the Luffy character that's got all of the swords, that holds a sword with his mouth and shit like that? Aha, see, I know some stuff about One Piece. I know there's a ridiculous number of episodes. Might have caused some confusion, yes. Oh yeah, I should check. What's required? Desert Palace? Oh, all the Dark World dungeons are required. Let's see. So, Eastern Palace is plus, and those are all fine. Can't get in a Desert Palace. Like, over 800, I believe, at this point. Yeah, last time I checked it was 800 and some change, so I'm sure it's probably pretty close, because that was quite a while ago. Agon's Cave has nothing. Okay, so let's go back into the Dark World, because we can go to Hype Cave. And I would like to go to Hype Cave. I always want to go to Hype Cave. Hype Cave is like my favorite check to do, even though it's not always as good now as it used to be, but it's Hype Cave. How can you not be hyped for Hype Cave? No, I mean, that was a Hype Cave, but that was not Hype Cave. I mean, really, we're just looking for a sword right now. I mean, One Piece does love its filler episodes. Really liking this this like black ensemble that Luffy's got going. All right, so Hype Cave has arrows. Okay, so our Hype Cave sucked. Hype Cave did not live up to its name this time. Back over here. I mean, 10% filler is actually really not that bad as far as anime goes for a long-running series. If it was like a 26 episode series, then let's see, that would be 2 filler episodes approximately. Sad Frog Cave, yes. Okay. Don't want that. If that was a whole heart container, we would have taken it. No, we probably didn't want to do that. I think what we want to do is, I think we want to save and quit. That off. So, gonna go to my house. Bleach has a boatload of filler. I also never really understood the hype for Bleach. It seemed like a really, really uninteresting series. Swimming is so wonky. Yeah, I mean, all right is kind of how I would classify it. I didn't watch all of it, but like, it wasn't my thing. But it was all right. Okay, those 2 checks are done. So we are gonna go to Sasparilla's house and then Eastern Palace. Gonna hope for a bow. It's a lot less likely that we're gonna find a bow or a sword in any of these early checks now, because the entire map is open for us. And that is actually kind of one of the bad things about finding all of that stuff really early, is like, the logic will allow the bow to be literally anywhere in the Dark World now, because it gave us Moonpearl and Mirror almost immediately. Whereas normally you'd have a pretty good chance of like running low on checks and going to Eastern Palace and finding the bow really early. Now it could be quite literally anywhere. But we can go into Eastern and do everything but the boss. We're only really locked out of the boss. Especially since we have Lamp. Ooh, yeah. What you getting done? Splitting your tongue, Matt? Yeah, you're getting some cybernetic eyes. I haven't even really looked up what's available. Like, nobody wants to talk about anything but bugs and disappointment. Oh wait, no, we want to go and check over here. Awesome, because that's really the thing that interests me about the game, and Cyberpunk in general, is like the transhuman aspect of it, your ability to have robotic limbs, cybernetic implants, that kind of stuff. That was what interested me about... Oh, we should go right first. That's what interested me about Cyberpunk initially when I like started reading Cyberpunk novels and stuff like that. We have hook shots, so we can come down here. Okay, so that's big key. That's pretty good. Have either of you ever read, like, Neuromancer or any of those? Philip K. Dick has a bunch of cyberpunk novels too, like Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? They're very good. If you are interested in cyberpunk at all, I would recommend them. Let's just do a real quick menu check and make sure we got everything on the tracker. Okay. I kind of want to check this hint, actually. These are not usually useful. Unique item requires the hammer. That is almost always true, thank you. Up to 3 frontal cortex mods, 1 ocular mod. Up to 3 circulatory system mods. Ooh, wow, I cannot. Immune system, nervous system. Integumentary system. I don't know what that means. That is a new phrase for me. Integumentary system. It's probably something like super like basic, like your saliva glands or something like that. All those medical terms are extremely complicated. Alright, well, that wasn't worth it. Yeah, skin. It would be something. Yeah, alright. So you can have augmented skin. Probably for damage resistance, but maybe also for something stealth related or something like that. Alright. So we want to finish up what we can check here, just so that we can know that we've performed our due diligence. Because now we need to go I think we really want to go to Death Mountain, actually. So there are a boatload of checks we can do in Death Mountain, and they're all pretty dense, and a lot of them have multiple things in them. Okay, that was better. And it's a map. So we still don't have the compass. And I believe... I don't think we opened the big chest, actually. I don't know why. Oh yeah, we did open the big chest. So compass is probably on the boss, because I think that's the last check in the dungeon. So we want to go to Sanctuary, and we want to go up to Death Mountain, rescue the old man, do Paradox Cave, Hookshot Cave, Floating Island, not Spike Cave, because we can't do Spike Cave, but you can also check Tower of Hera, which is required anyway. Spectacle Rock Cave. Lots of checks on Death Mountain. So you can see grenade blast range. That's pretty useful as far as utility goes. I remember that being available as a perk in, I believe, Fallout 4, where you'll be able to see your grenade arc and blast range. It's a real basic thing. Would you fuck off, Deadrock? Okay. We really need old man kisses. Okay, so we've gotten our old man kisses. We really, really need help. Like, a lot. I might, like, start picking up heart pieces in addition to heart containers. Okay, Magic Cape is good. It allows us to do Spike Cave and stuff like that. Victor Vector. Rippers. I would prefer that they're called, like, Flesh Artisans or something like that. Because you like putting the D in there, Matt. I mean, I can't really blame you. Like, I think you probably should like putting the D in there. Let's see, so that's Quake. That might be required. Having all the Light World dungeons be required is really, really good in many ways, because it means that several of the Dark World dungeons are not going to be required, and those typically take a lot longer and have higher requirements for entry and completion. Okay, we got there. We're in there. Ah, fuck. I can never quite time that right. Ideally, what you do there is you drop a bomb at the entrance for no reason. Ideally, what you do there is you drop the bomb, and then you stand on the pegs so that when the bomb goes off, the switch puts the pegs up, and it puts you into like a permanent iframe state, which is really, really nice. There we go. So now I can just stand here. If you mess it up, it makes it so you only have those 3 tiles to dodge, and it's really, really hard to do that, especially without a sword. So. But we have to wait this out, so enjoy this. All right. Of course it is, Matt. Bet you saw those and it's just like, finally, representation. Don't have magic. One of these has magic in it, doesn't it? Yeah. It'd be even better if it had cold resistance on it. Like, finally, an explanation. Okay, so this kind of complicated. Do this, and this. There we go. Really want a sword. Can't really fight the boss without a sword. Can't fight too many bosses without a sword. Need a bow to finish Eastern. Just in case we find a sword. There we go. Excuse me. There's map. So we'll get big key chest, and then if it's not a sword, we're gonna have to duck out of here. But, oh, you kidding me? While I was in the fall animation. Okay, well, we're gonna finish Dark World checks, or we're gonna finish Death Mountain checks. Oh, we can't go that way. We have to go the other way. We need Hammer to go that way. Hammer's another thing that we're definitely going to want to find sometime pretty soon. I hate when they just jump into your way and then just stand there. probably put that equipped. Yeah, it does hit that. We have this, so we can do that. Which is not the way you're intended to be able to check this. I don't even know if the logic accounts for that or not. 10 arrows and red rupee. Have a good amount of money. We'll probably check King Zora pretty soon. So that'll cost us 500 rupees. So that's bombos, that's health, that's flute, that's good. Okay, that's magic powder, it's good safety. Bombos and flute, and that was Paradox Cave. I guess we wanted to drop down, that would have been faster. No, I don't think we want to do that. I think this is a shop. I've opened this up on accident like several times now. Alright, Matt, I have 3 minutes to finish the seed in order to make your estimate. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much done. My roommate offered to make me an overlay, so that's pretty cool. So I might have an overlay here in the next couple of streams. I also set up alerts. I don't know if they're working. Oh yeah. Not gonna miss out on Content Creator of the Year again. So I got an alert on the left-hand side. I don't know if you saw an alert doing that. I don't know if I'm supposed to see it or not. Come on, stop that. Okay, so let's see if I do that. Not sure. I will have to figure that out. Because I didn't see an alert either, but I do have it listed in my activity feed. But it's supposed to have a... Dude, it's just a futuristic flying car, Matt. That's totally intended. We just have the wheels on there to, like, for nostalgia's sake. Spiral Cave did not give us anything. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, I get it. You're a badass. So now we'll do Death Mountain checks. Or Dark World Death Mountain checks. We were already doing Death Mountain checks. So this is Super Bunny Cave. There's a way to get through on the right. I don't remember it. Oh, it might have been to delete a block with the mirror. It's probably what it is. Probably should have deleted both of those blocks instead of using the hook shot. But that's fine. Everything's fine. Ooh, that would have been a lot less fine if I had accidentally pushed that down. Okay. So, Super Bunny Cave. I will go up and do Hookshot Cave. Gotta remember to check the floating island too, which means we have to go back to the light world when we come back from that screen. Oh, are you kidding me? That was dumb. I was so focused on doing the optimal path that I totally just didn't check the treasure chest, which is now just as slow or slower. That's fine, though. That's fine. You improve just by playing the game. Oh, right, I did menu for a reason. I needed to switch to mirror. Okay. What is that? Fuck off. That's hammer. Okay. We really want that. A lot. That is how much we want that. I don't have any way to make the path visible, and I don't remember what it is. It's not that. Okay. This is a check I don't think I've had to do in a very long time. I think it's this way. Yes, okay. We know it. Everything's good. Okay, so we have hammer. In logic, it acts as a master sword for almost everything. So, you're gonna see me hit a lot of things with a hammer. Because when all you have is a hammer, everything starts looking like nails. We can't do that yet. We need to save and quit off the mountain. Did the old man. I have a lot of checks that I keep doing really, really fast, back to back, and forgetting to mark on my tracker. So we want to go to Sanctuary because we need to go and activate the flute, because the flute is one of the best items in the game for routing, because it allows you to warp around the map. We can do blind now. I would not like to do hammer blind with 6 hearts. It came to Samaria too. Yeah, we might see how that goes. Okay, so we're gonna grab some safety potions, and then we're gonna try and fight blind. The fuck do you mean I can't? There we go. Alright, so we will go to the Dark World. We do need to remember when we get to the Dark World to check which dungeons are required. Thieves' Town might not be required, so I might just go and get the rest of the items into it and then fuck off. But we know all the Light World dungeons are required, which means that 3 of the Dark World dungeons are not required, which is almost half of them. Okay, so Thieves' Town is required, but Skullwoods is not. So, and then Mire is not required. That's... Ooh, and Ice Palace is not required. So we have to do... Gonna have to do Turtle Rock, which is not the best possible news, but we do not have to do Ice Palace again. I really like how many seeds I've generated that do not require Ice Palace. I am considerably less scared of Turtle Rock than I am of Ice Palace, I guess. Not really scared. Scared's not the right word, but I am less intimidated by doing Turtle Rock now because it's almost always required. I've had to do it a lot of times. And the last couple of times I've done pretty decently at it. That. Just fuck you in particular. Skeletons with a hammer is not fun. Just because the hammer is pretty slow to swing, and they like to jump away when you swing, so the timing window to hit them is kind of tight. So it's a pretty good hellway. 1 hit, and it didn't take very long. That's really what you look for in that room. If I get boots, then I might be able to show off one of the first glitches that I learned in this game. I haven't really had a reason to do that. God, fuck you. Would have been better to switch to hookshot for that. How's the katana workout? Is the damage better than what you were doing before? You were using guns before? My friend said that the katana damage was really good. Guns have crazy recoil. It's funny, because one of the complaints that I saw was that, like, basically somebody calling out CD Projekt Red for, like, only really designing melee because, like, they said that nothing else in the game had any weight to it whatsoever, and I'm like, every single video I've seen of any shooting makes the guns look, like, crazy strong. Like, the recoil and stuff like that. Like, how are you saying that that has no impact? Or no weight, I guess, was the word that they used. Just didn't make any sense. It's like, I don't know about that one. So we have all the dungeon items, which means that we will get a item from blind, and we'll get an item in this room over here. And the Thieves' Town will be fully cleared. And we got a sword. Awesome. That's good. I like having a sword a lot better than using a hammer for everything. Which means we can use the blind script now. And we might try the Cane of Samaria strat too. So the blocks that the Cane of Samaria drops will actually do damage to blind. Already got that. Alright, well, that's fine. So let's see. So that's pretty good. We are gonna heal. Okay, so that's a pretty good fight. As far as I'm concerned. You can have a perfect fight, but that's about as good of a fight as I've had with this somewhat limited set. Guess it's not limited because I have a sword and I normally just fight him purely with a sword. Cane of Samaria is nice to have because like you could just set it and he will go into it and excuse me, injure himself. So we have a sword now. Ooh, what do we want to do? So this is going to be kind of a slow check, but we're right here, so we might as well do it. It's a faster check if you have the boots. Especially, that would be showing off that glitch that I was talking about. So almost all the glitches that almost all the minor glitches that we use for speed in the game are exclusive to the Japanese 1.0 version, which is what we use to generate the randomizer, so those glitches are intact in this. And one of those glitches is hammer dashing, where if you initiate a dash and hammer, and use the hammer on the same frame, you will dash with the hammer out, and it will have an active hitbox in front of you. So you can use that to just dash and hammer all those pegs down super fast. It's a pretty fun glitch. It's pretty easy to do. It consumes nothing. It's not that good because everything has iframes, so like you can't really use it for combat very effectively. If things did not have iframes, then it would be very good for Helmasaur King, but that's not really the case. So I really hate the digging game. I am very bad at it. The item you get from that is guaranteed to be in the first 30 digs. So as long as you can average one dig per second, you'll get it every time. If you mess up a lot, you can kind of lose that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and do Dungeon Escape. I don't know why one is Death Mountain. I always think one's going to be Link's house because that makes the most sense. But... Ooh, nice bomb. But now that we have a sword, escape is pretty easy. We have light, so we can do all of escape from the front. This is probably what I'll do because I don't remember how to do it split. And I don't know if it would be faster having everything to do it all at once. I think it's only faster if you only have the stuff to do one part of it, but not the other. Escape doesn't take very long anyway. So I think that I'm gonna have to go and start basically just knocking out dungeons as much as I can. So I can't, or yeah, I can. Just completely not even doing the strats for these rooms because I'm trying to think of what to do. I can go and get into Desert Palace. Desert Palace is required, so that would not be a bad move. I can't finish Eastern until I get the bow, but I can also dip into Pod. What am I doing? Master Sword. It's pretty good. I still would really like the bow, though. It's entirely possible that once we get the bow, all we'll need is the 2 rods, and we will have everything we need to finish the game. Turtle Rock is required, though, so we do need those 2 rods. So yeah, I think we'll finish Escape because we already started it, and then just start knocking dungeons out. Swamp Palace is fully in logic. I think Desert Palace is just completable. Tracker says that Helmasaur King is not defeatable right now. I'm trying to think of why that is. Either I'm missing something to get to him. That has to be it, because I have things required to kill him. I forget to put something. What was that? Nothing important. Oh yeah. Oh, wait. We miss a key. We missed a key, yeah, I think. Nope. Well, screw it. Save and quick, go to Sanctuary, and we'll do Backside of Escape. I think that was the last check that we needed before that anyway. There's also Dark Cross Room. I think we can get to it backwards. Big toss. There we go. It's probably that key that we needed. Yeah, one of the really underrated speed strats that we use is just minimizing the amount of time that you wait for a bomb to explode by laying it as soon as you can and throwing it. It's a very minor amount of time, but with the amount of bombs that you have to place in Randomizer, or even in the vanilla game, it saves a lot of time overall. Oh yeah, we already did Dark Crossroom, so we're done with Escape. Okay, so since we're done with Escape, what we're gonna do... Let's see. I'm gonna go in a pod. It feels nice having the ability to use Dark World portals other than the Lost Woods. Because, like, when you don't find the hammer for a long time, or the flute, like, your only portal is the one in the Lost Woods. Excuse me. And so there's a lot of save and quit to Sanctuary, walk to Lost Woods, go to Dark World, and then walk from Dark Cack to wherever it is you need to go. And it just becomes extremely tedious. God damn it. I don't know why I used the hammer on it. Oh, wow. That's not good. So, as soon as we get in a pod, if we make it without dying, as soon as we get in a pod, we're going to take a tactical death. Statue kind of looked like Yoda's head. Which statue? I'm trying to think of which one you're talking about from memory. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. That was what I needed. That actually saves a little bit of time. Ground near one of those monkey-looking statues. Okay. I can't think of specifically what that is off the top of my head, but... Alright. Oh, shit. That's why Helmasaur King's not on logic. We don't have the bow, so we can't get through mimic rooms. We could still check stuff, so this wasn't a complete waste of time. But we definitely figured out why it's not in logic. We don't have a key. We now have a key. So one of the projects that I have coming up, as far as like equipment and stuff for the stream, is I'm gonna not create because I didn't come up with the idea or the design. I'm following somebody else's design, but I'm going to make an input display, so you'll be able to see the buttons that I press when I press them on screen, which will definitely reveal both a lot of like the actual inputs that I'm doing and some of my like habits to keep my hands engaged. Is like when I go through like door transitions, I mash the shoulder buttons a lot. I don't know if you can hear that since my controller's under my desk, but when there's nothing else going on that I could be doing, I am almost always mashing shoulder buttons. No, can't do that. I think that's all we can do. Okay, so yeah, we want to save and quit. There's nothing nearby. So we are going to flute over to 6. That's not the flute, that is the mirror. We're gonna flute over to 6. Check Myers Shack and Checkerboard Cave and go into Desert Palace. Had an extremely strong start, and I'm just hoping to keep that momentum going. We might. It's not over yet. Shovel gives us 1 check. Health is health. Shack and shovel. Okay, ether is required for Misery Mire. Hopefully we don't have to go into Misery Mire at all. We can't go in it now. It's not required. Hopefully we could just stay away from Mire. Hat trick would be nice. Why did I do that? It's 20 rupees. I was just so focused. Ah, thanks. I thought it would be nice since my session timer is not going to be completely accurate as far as like the actual in-game time is. So we won't necessarily have to wait for the whole credit sequence to just know the time. Okay, I think we need to be... Almost. Yeah, I do want those stats, but we won't have to wait to know whether it's best time or not. Shit! Fuck. That is specifically what you don't want to do. But that's not the worst. Yeah, it was pretty funny when I was setting up the timer. Like, at first it was like a black background box. There's fire rod. That's good. That's needed. First it was just like a box with a black background with a timer in it, and then I was like, oh, but I can make the background a solid color and then chroma key it out. And so I set that up, so then now I had a timer with a transparent background, but I went to test it, which is good, a good thing to do. Small key on torch. So when I went to test it, I turned the timer on, and so the timer has settings for what color it is when it's paused, what color it is when it's running, and all that kind of stuff. And so when I started it, the color that it became was close enough. Like it was like a light transparency color, which meant that it was close enough to the background green that I was chroma keying out, that as soon as I pressed play on the timer, it disappeared completely because it chroma keyed out the numbers too. So that's why you test things before you rely on them. Let's see, so it says, so boss is yellow, means it's possible, but not in an intended way. Not sure why. We'll find out. Such violence, Matt. Have you ever tried talking through your problems instead of solving everything with violence? Maybe you should have started a dialogue with the thugs. Walked up on a robbery in progress, they started blasting. Just every time I hear that phrase now, I just think of the Danny DeVito meme. So anyway, I started blasting. Fire Rod makes that fight really great, and it's 20 rupees, but this was required anyway. Silvers are pretty sweet to have here, but Fire Rod is a lot faster, so if you don't have a perfect silver fight, having the Fire Rod is actually faster. Oh shit, I didn't want to delete that. There's still checks to do here, I think. No, actually, we don't have any dungeon items. That might have been everything. So now what do we want to do? Come on, mouse. Can't do Armos. We could do... Oh yeah, let's do Tower of Hera. It's an easy decision to make. Tower will be really easy. We have Master Sword, we have everything. We've already cleared most of it. Let's see if we can figure out hook speed instead of... I can't remember which items are required for hook speed. I can't remember if it's a dash. I think it's dash. I think the whole thing relies on having dash boots and interrupting the game's check to reduce your speed again. I don't remember. I I don't have the Book of Medora, so I can't check the tablets. So one thing that we need to remember to do is fall down the pit. Doesn't need a doctor, he needs a mechanic. Oops. Wanted that. There we go. Just in case. Still need to get the big chest, maybe. We can gamble on whether or not the big chest contains the compass. I don't want to gamble. It's not that... It would take a lot more time to come back for it. It's the compass. Should have skipped it, but I was only about 15 seconds. Got Moldorm. I've had some extremely trolly Moldorm fights. So we'll see what we get. That shouldn't have happened. It's not supposed to be able to knock you off if you're pressing away from the pit with your sword out. But because it was the corner, I think that's probably why that happened. It's the first time we've been knocked off by Moldorm, though. At least in the last 4 or 5 seeds. I get knocked off by Moldorm all the time doing Master Swords because you have to hit him like 6 times. With the Master Sword, you only need 4 or 5, depending on whether they're spins or pokes. So that's bombs, but that was required anyway. So that's Tower of Hera completely done. So we can't do pod. So we gotta go and check the medallion required to get into Turtle Rock, because that one will be required for us to find. If it's Ether, we're going to have to find Ether. If it's either of the other 2 tablets, we're fine because we already have those. Alright, and it's Quake, so we can open that real quick. So we're going to dip in here real quick and do some checks. There's a bunch of checks in Turtle Rock. Good. Yes. Yes. Okay, and something that I learned is it's faster to go right, because going right's almost required. Not that right. That's not the one. We have hook shot, so we could do the fast strat for this too. Which involves fire rod down, fire rod right, fire rod, and then if you're fast you could do it before, right after the last fire rod, but damn. Big key, so it's good that we did that. Yeah, you know, at this point, it's probably faster for me to death wart back to the entrance and do this with better health. Dying is not always bad. And it is really great that we found half magic, though, because that takes a ton of pressure off of magic economy. Oops, we want to go this way. There's a lot of parts of the game where if you do not have half magic, then you have exactly enough to get through, or just barely any extra. If you don't have half magic or bombos and you have to do Ice Palace, the boss requires exactly 8 casts of the fire rod, and that is exactly how much you'll have. So if you don't have a magic potion, that'll be exactly enough and then no more. So if you miss... Oh yeah. Another thing I learned is you can kill those in one hit with the fire rod, which I didn't realize, which is great for when you don't have gold sword. And we're just gonna do this. Wasn't actually that good. It would have been faster if I had done it differently. It was kind of a mess overall. We're in Turtle Rock at before the hour-and-a-half mark. This is amazing. We're not quite in go mode yet, but pretty close. It's possible we could find the ice rod here and not have to come back. I haven't really been counting the treasures either, so... Oh, I guess it would have been faster to go back. That's fine. This is a full magic pickup. I have powder, so I can recover my health. Oh, I would definitely take up that offer. That sounds like a good offer, Matt. So that room is a pain in the ass, and that became so much easier when I realized you can one-shot those with the fire rod. Okay, so we will go and get the big chest. Mimic Cave is in logic. Oop. Sorry, I was reading the tracker. Not sure what that gave us, but it wasn't what we were looking for, so... Alright. Windbreakers. How are those going to keep you warm, Matt? Right. And I looked up a faster path for that. So I don't know about going back though. So we're just going to do what I did before. Man. Playing the game for stats and not fashion. Disappointed. Doesn't matter what the stats are, it matters how you look, Matt. It's all about appearances. We can do easy strat here, which is really nice. Ah! Yeah. Since we have to, or we don't have to go, we're going to go to Mimic Cave, so we might as well unlock that and do that now, so that we will respawn there if we die. This is not Mimic Cave. Where is Mimic Cave? At least I don't think that's Mimic Cave. I thought that Mimic Cave was just a single room. Anyway, it was probably the last one. It's not a big deal. There we go. And the bow! Yes! This was a good fucking decision. Okay. So, we need Ice Rod to finish Turtle Rock, but we can go and we could do Eastern. We can do Pod now. In fact, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to do Pod. I think we can do Pod. Yeah, we can do Pod. So what we'll do is we'll go into the Dark World here. We will go and do Pod. And once we finish Pod, once we step outside, we will use the mirror to go back to the Light World, and then we will do Eastern Palace, and that will save us time, and that is good routing. Provided that we do not die on the way to Pod, that would not be good routing. Oh, that's Yoda. Yeah, that's totally Yoda. No, you're right. You're right. I see the Yoda. I see the Yoda statue. Okay, so we have checks to do on the right-hand side. I should have... Oh, wait. Yeah. No, it's fine. I don't have magic. Yeah, let's just die and restart with moderate health, and then when we get magic, we will top ourselves up. I was thinking about using a potion, but no, I'd rather save that. I think I still have a potion. Yeah, I still have a blue potion. Alright, so we go here, and then we go here, and then we dash directly into an electric jellyfish. You remember the time I did that, Matt? Dude, I do it all the time, so, like, the fact that you commented on it that the first time, it's just like, yeah, nope, you're gonna see that a lot, because when they start doing that attack is RNG, and so you end up slashing them or dashing into them while they're doing that a lot. So, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I like running jokes. Running jokes are, like, one of my favorite things. So there's a key, there's a key. That. I believe there's still checks to do up here. I need to remember to hit this switch. This is a waste of time, but kind of cornered me. I should have taken out the stupid hook shot. Would have saved a lot of time, but that's okay. So we're gonna come up here into the dark room. I wanted to get past you. We don't have big keys. Let's check this first. Otherwise, we would be relying on big key being in one of the two chests in that room. Otherwise, we'd have to come back, and that's not really a great gamble to do. There's big key. See, we would have lost the gamble. Yeah, those two chests are almost always keys. They're like weighted towards being keys. Just because of how this dungeon works. That was stupid. Spend a key to get a key. Want that. I need to keep my health up. Okay. Don't need to kill those. So... if we can get Ice Rod, I believe we will have a 21 and 22 chance of being in go mode. Don't think there's anything else required for any of the other dungeons that we need to do. That's the map. So now we mirror back to the beginning. Alright, so... we have Cane of Samaria. Don't have magic. Why? We have not gotten magic this entire time. Seriously? Oh, that's fine. We don't need magic. We could just push the fucking statue. It's probably going to be faster to do that instead of wasting time looking for magic so that we could do the strat that saves 5 seconds. More like 10, but still. Come on. There we go. Whew, squeaked past. Okay. There we go. I need to learn and practice the turtle room strat because it keeps going very badly. Right. We got Helmosaur King. Not bad. He was kind of a troll, but not that bad. 50 rupees. So, pod is complete. We will finish Eastern, and then we'll go and do Swamp Palace. I actually really like Swamp Palace. I didn't at first, but I like Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace seems confusing. I think that's why I didn't like it, is because at surface level it seems confusing. But it's actually pretty straightforward. Excuse me. I think it actually would have been faster, right? Let's check. Let's see. Since we don't need to do any left side checks, I think what we can do the future that nobody wanted. Okay, that wasn't really faster for the reason that I was thinking it would be. I don't think it was faster at all, actually. I was thinking that I could drop down in that room and then leave. Yeah, no, that was not faster because it didn't go down. But we know that now. We know that we definitely have to go left in order to get to the boss room. This is all good information to have. I wonder if his malfunctioning genital augmentation is the cyberpunk equivalent of if you have an erection that lasts more than 3 hours, you need to call a doctor. That's some funny shit. And after I finish this run, I'm gonna go try my salsa. Now this cooled down. Make some curry for dinner. I need to start actually cooking food and bringing it to work. I fell into a very bad habit of there we go. There's a phase skip. It's not exactly how I wanted. But curry's really easy to make a big batch of, and then you portion it out and freeze it. Freezes well, reheats well. Okay, so now, let's mark that off. Now we want to go. What's the fastest way to get to Swamp Palace? Is probably. God, fucking that menu. Just overthinking it, just fucking. Oh no, actually. I know exactly what it is. It's right by where I was. Yeah, curry is delicious. Curry is one of my favorite foods in the world, so I'm really glad that it's so easy to both cook and cook in large quantities, because it's really good. And there's so many different styles of it that you can keep having it different ways if you get tired of one way. Like, I make a lot of Japanese curry, but I also make a lot of like yellow Indian curry. But sometimes you can make like a green Thai curry. You can make it with coconut milk or without coconut milk. You can make it with yogurt instead of coconut milk. You could put whatever the hell you want in it. I usually make it with tofu, like fried tofu. But you can also make it with all sorts of meat. Made it with ground meat before. I've made it with sliced steak. You can make it with chickpeas instead of meat or tofu. Very, very versatile. Very, very delicious and very easy. Okay, Swamp Palace. Good old Swamp Palace. The unfortunate thing is that if we had been able to... If we weren't looking for the ice rod, like if we were fully in go mode right now, then Swamp Palace would take like literally no time at all. Because... Wow, the drops. If you don't have to do any checks in Swamp Palace, you can just completely ignore the left-hand side of the dungeon and just go basically straight to the boss. So like literally, I'll be able to tell you once we're finished checking the left-hand side and go back to the main hall. And I'll be like, if we were in go mode, like we would have skipped all of that. No, stop that. Kidding me. Alright. It's not the hook shot. Okay, so that floods that, and then we can swim over, and we can make it to the main room, and then we'll go and do left side swamp. Gonna need the hook shot next. Because we need to not forget that key. Forgot that key last time. So I guess you could probably consider this the start of the unnecessary checks. So 150, 135 is when we exited the main room to do unnecessary shit. Ah, dick. So come over here, do this. Do that. Don't go down. It's slower because you can't go that way and you have to turn around. Swamp Palace is notable for being one of the only dungeons where the big key is not required to fight the boss. It's one of the main reasons it's so much faster when you're in go mode, is you do not need to go and find the big key. So we come up here. Go on the left side. There's our ice rod. So I believe we're in go mode. I'm gonna say that we're in go mode. I'm gonna click the button too. And so that is all the checks on the left side. Now, if we have to go, we have to go back to the main room because it's actually faster to walk there than it is to warp out. I think. We have everything that we need to beat the game, as long as we don't get in a Ganon's castle and find the boots are required. So that's what go mode means, is not that we can go and fight Ganon right now, but we do not need to find anything else to finish. Okay, so there we go. So that we started doing left side at 150, 135, and we finished it at around 140, 154, 30-ish. So that means that that's like about 3 whole minutes that we could have completely not done if we had the ice rod. I am going to skip the rest of these checks. Oh, that was wrong. That was the wrong place to go. And assume that we don't need boots. The only reason we would need boots at this point would be if the Ganon Castle big key is on the lamp, because we would need boots to get it off. That has a 1 in 22 chance of happening. So if that happens, it's very unlucky. Like, really, really unlucky. Alright, Argus. Give me some space. Fire Rod actually does more damage to him. Got Tempered Sword. We don't have silver arrows, so either we find them in Ganon's castle, or we're gonna try and do silverless Ganon. So we're just gonna go for it because we don't really need silvers. But also, if we get to Ganon without silvers, he will tell us where silvers are. And so if I get to Ganon and legitimately can't do it without silvers, I haven't practiced. I know how to do it, but I've never practiced it. So if we have some extreme struggles with Ganon, silverless, then we'll at least know where to go to get silvers, which would be faster overall than running around trying to find silvers before we even do Ganon's castle. Shit. I didn't mean to use the flute. And if you accidentally use the flute on a staircase, you can't really run away from the duck fast enough to avoid him grabbing you. So that lost us like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I believe that this is the fastest route to Turtle Rock. I'm not sure. Oh, we have a fourth bottle. Oh well. Whatever. No, we need hammer next. I don't know when we got the fourth bottle. I didn't check it off. Hold on 1 second. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into Turtle Rock, we can go directly to the end because we've done all of the checks in Turtle Rock. So I believe we could have gone to Swamp Palace first, which would have ended up being faster overall, but, you know, we didn't know that. We didn't know that's where the Ice Round would be, so... It's not really, like, a mistake, I don't think. I don't know if that would have been the faster routing decision to make or not. Because, I mean, it would have been slower if Ice Rod had been in Turtle Rock, I guess. Since it was required and we had everything we needed to full clear it, I think it probably would have been faster to go there first, unless Ice Rod had been in Turtle Rock, in which case we would not have had to do Left Side Swamp, and I think that would have been faster. Not sure. I think we want to go on the top one. Yeah, we wanted to go on the top one. I do kind of wish we'd find silver arrows in Ganon's castle while we're looking for the big key. Because I'd really hate to lose a bunch of time to that, specifically, but... Or we could just keep doing that. What the heck? Alright, now we're lost. Okay, go down, right, down. That's what we wanted to do in the first place. Go ahead and use that potion. We will also go ahead and iframe through that. I'm gonna learn the second route to make this room faster overall, but the first route is, I think, better to know. Okay. Nope. That. So we've got full health for Trinex. That's pretty good. We got safeties and backups. Okay. Come on. There we go. Man! That's what I get for trying a new strat. Okay. That's fine. This is why we get safeties and backups. So that was not a great Trinex fight at all, but it wasn't bad enough that we had to leave the fight to go and get magic, which is the important thing. Okay, so that's that, and that's that. So now we can go over here and we can go into Ganon's castle. Old school Lionels. So we'll try out some more optimized routing for this. Just as far as we're going to go into right side first. We will grab these two chests. One small key. One red rupee. And then we will go back over to the left side. Okay, so we do not need the boots. The boots are not required. That's not the hammer. The boots would make this room a little bit faster, but that's fine. 3 small keys, 4 small keys. Oops, all keys. Big key. Let's go. So we have 4 small keys and the big key, so we are going to fucking finish Ganon's castle. Like now. Actually, what we're gonna do, since we were gonna do this anyway for Ganon's fight, we are gonna dip out. We're gonna go pick up safeties. It won't take very long at all. Probably could have done Ganon's castles without safeties, and it would have been faster to do this later. But, you know, we could also run out of magic. Okay, so that's that. Okay. I especially want those safeties if I'm going to attempt silverless Ganon, which I am now, because we did not get silvers in Ganon's castle. Instead, we found the big key almost immediately. I think that was check 6 or 7. I think it was 6. So we're going to have to walk over to Turtle Rock to get back to the Dark World, and that's why this would have been faster to do later. Dead Rock was making me nervous. I thought he was going to knock me into the ledge. But But with everything that we have, we're in extremely good shape. We have the second best sword. We have the red mail. We have 4 bottles, all of them full of health. We have Magic Cape. If things get extremely desperate, we can have some invincibility. Really, the only way that this setup could be any better is if we had silvers. But, you know, you can't have everything. And the entire point of Randomizer is what can you do with what you got. So let's see what we can do with what we got. All right. Out of arrows. Okay. See? Safeties. I should have used the health one, but that's fine. That's fine. Typically, you would want to close as much of those out as you can. But the first time I did that, I closed it with as many of them in as I can. So, if we had boots, we could bonk over to that, but we don't have boots, so we cannot do that. It's interesting to think that you are not, per the game's, vanilla game's internal logic, you should not be able to be here without boots. So the fact that you can beat this without boots is pretty amazing, because you're not intended to be able to even get to the Dark World without boots. So the fact that the boots aren't actually required unless one of, like, you know, 2 specific things happened. One of which being boots on, or the Ganon Castle Big Key on the torch. The other being Desert Palace being required, and the Big Key for Desert Palace being on the torch. Yeah. Unfortunately, even doing that and slowing down is not really slower than, like, the amount of time that boots save more than makes up for me doing that. But there is Landmos. So, not having boots does kind of suck. Just because it becomes a walkathon. The setup. There we go. Almost lost it. I keep falling in that room. Do this one. Okay, there's that. Ah! Oh well. Still not the worst one that I've had. That room sucks when you don't have boots. Okay, there we go. Oh no. I just realized not having boots does mean something's gonna be pretty bad. Fuck. We're gonna have to use one of our safety potions again, just because we're about to run out of magic. Literally everyone but that. Okay. That's not right either. Okay, we didn't lose enough time to screw that up. It always sucks running out of magic in that room because there's full magic right there. Well, I mean, reptiles couldn't do any worse than we are. I, for one, welcome our reptile overlords. Come on, be silvers. Nope. Oh well. Alright. We checked the convenient checks. I guess they could be could be on Moldorm. That would be hilarious. Oh shit. Silvers are on Moldorm. That'll be really cool actually. Okay, so I want to catch this fairy. Just in case I don't potion in time during the Ganon fight. So there's Moldorm fight. I knew that it wouldn't be silvers, but would be pretty cool. Yeah, that was the last possible chest that could have had silvers in it before we fight Aghanim and then Ganon. That was, like, a setup. This is a really bad fight. Ooh, but then a triple. Okay, that was actually a really good fight. It just had a really bad start. A triple really helped. Okay, so let's go silverless Ganon. That's all right. We have a fairy. I didn't want to use it there. I just didn't get in a position behind him fast enough. Oh shit, that's bad. I'm getting greedy. I should not be doing that. I don't have nearly the setup that I should be being that aggressive with. They're in Skull Woods. That could be a pretty fast check if I have to go and do that. Damn. No torch glitch. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna go and get silvers. That's like one of the fastest dungeons to go and check. If it's one of the first couple of things. This is not the pace I want to be on when I have to learn silverless Ganon. We can definitely, no matter what, we could probably finish by 245 if we really hustle. If I knew and had practiced silverless Ganon, I probably could have finished by 230. But I tried, but it was already like not really sure what the timing was on it. It's pretty tight timing. It is something you have to practice. Yeah, it's something that I should have learned already, just because there's a really high chance that you'll be put in the position of needing it in the randomizer. And it also carries over to the full game run, because it's an important trick in the full game run. Because getting silvers takes even longer in the full game run. You. Silvers. We don't want to save and quit. Do we? Yeah, we do. We have a blue and a red potion. We don't need to get any more safeties. So we're gonna flute over to 5. Dark World Portal. And then it's just a pretty short walk to Ganon. I would like to have full health, but I'm not going to get full health. It's not really a fast way for me to do that. Unless I get a lucky fairy drop. We're already past the point where we're probably going to be killing anything. We're mainly just going to be swiping things out of the way. Okay, so we will probably finish by 2:35. Unless I have absolutely awful fights and have to take several attempts. Not really sure how long the fight actually takes if you do it optimally. So we want the hook shot. Okay, we got our hit in before the dialogue box, which is nice. Okay. That was just barely the worst place in the game to use the hook shot. Like, okay. Okay. Ooh, that was a bad pattern. Okay. Start this. So there's torch glitch. That's very rude. So we used all of our safeties. That is okay. It's 2 hits. It's 3 hits. That's 4 hits. We're gonna finish by 2:30. Time. Fucking. There we go. There it stopped. 229. A little bit over 229. 229 like 18 or something like that. That's sub 230. That was my goal, actually. That was an incredibly good seed. God, that seed gave me everything. Only thing that we had to actually look for was Ice Rod. And then we had to leave to get silvers, but we knew where they were, and that was a really fast, that was a really fast check to do. So, I'm happy with that. I never had bombs on my tracker, whoops. Let's see, fix my tracker so that it's actually honest. That was awesome. That was a good seed. It was all the Luffy sprite and the green hearts, Matt. There's really no other explanation. So that was great. We didn't have to do any of the really slow checks. Didn't have to do Ice Palace. What else didn't we have to do? Didn't have to do Misery Mire. If we had had to do Misery Mire, that would have been really bad, because we would have had to find a medallion for Misery Mire too. Didn't have to do Skull Woods, Ice Palace, or Misery Mire. Which means that we didn't need... Actually, none of those things require the book anyway. But that was very good. I didn't think we were going to make it under 2:30 because I had to go and get the silvers. I thought that we were going to be over by a couple of minutes, but that fight went pretty decently well. Torch glitch helps a lot to have a fast fight, just because you don't have to manage 2 torches. I know you didn't. You're more positive than I am. I lost faith. I thought that it was maybe possible. When I was walking back, like, looking at the time when I did the Dark World transition, I thought that it was maybe possible. You're at here, Death Mountain. It's all the old man kisses. It's a good thing that that seed was pretty quick, because I still have to go and make curry. I should probably set the controller down. Gonna wear out the buttons mashing on it. Alright, what do you got going on in Cyberpunk, Matt? Gotta fill the credits in with something, and I've run out of things to talk about. Still no game-breaking bugs, right? Seems like you're having a good time with it. How's that katana working out? Does melee still seem like the way to go? Stamina bar is always something to watch. I've played a lot of Dark Souls. I'm usually pretty good at managing stamina. Definitely do want to get it, and do want to play it, but I still don't think that I'm going to be buying it for a little while yet. mainly due to the fact that I don't really care about the story at all. And so, with a lot of the side content seeming like it's going to be mainly rolled out later in patches and updates and stuff like that, I don't really think that now's a good time to buy it and play it. Plus, I imagine that, like, it's probably extremely saturated as far as streams go. So, this is probably more interesting. Ganon Tower Big Key was 5 out of 22. 0 bonks because I didn't have the boots. Total menu time 11 minutes. Total lag time 11 minutes. 141 out of 216. In-game time is 227.42. Excellent. I'm gonna have to go back and check the rest of the stats though, because I missed them because I was talking. There we go. Excellent. 227. Wow, so like, I'll probably, it's only counting time when you're actually in the game. That's probably why. So every time you save and quit, the amount of time it takes you to load your save is not counted towards your in-game time. So that's probably why my timer is not the same by several minutes. That was really good though. It's a new PB. I definitely think I could have done that seed faster, but at the same time, it was a good seed and a good time. I'm not going to disparage a good time, even if it could have been better. It's too easy to be hypercritical of a speed run just because you know exactly where you lost time and how you could have not lost time by simply playing better, but sub 230 is very good. Now I just got to get sub 2. It's always something to work towards, though. I think that getting times close to this, even in seeds that are kind of trolly, you can definitely get like around 3 hours. If you have to collect everything in the game, you can still get a time around 3 hours. So I know that this is not like a super good time, even for a like bad seed, which this wasn't. This was a really good seed. So you think 3 more runs to get under 2? I think that I've hit the point where improving by 30 minutes is actually going to be a lot harder. Because, I mean, shaving an hour off of your time when you spent 2 hours fucking around doing the wrong thing is not that hard, but getting times under 2 hours is not consistent or easy. So I don't think it's going to be 3 more runs. I think if I get just like a blisteringly easy seed that just throws literally everything you need to finish the game at you immediately, then I definitely get under 2 hours. But I think getting under 2 is going to be a combination of just being better, but also getting a good seed. So you might be right, though. We'll see. You'll find out. I think that might be the first seed that I've finished without boots. Like, I've played most of a seed without boots before, but I always tend to get it. There was one seed where we got boots in Ganon's castle. But I think this is the first time that I've completely finished a seed with no boots. Yeah, my time and the game time aren't the same because my time includes quitting to menu and loading the save file, whereas the game time only counts while you're actually playing your save. That's the difference between IGT, in-game time, and RTA, real-time attack, is if you track a game through IGT, then It doing things that are actually slower in real time can save time off of your timer. Like in Dark Souls, one of the things Dark Souls is tracked by IGT. So one of the things that they do is when they're going to open a door, as soon as they start opening the door, they'll quit the menu and load their save again because it loads you back into the exact same spot, but the door is open. So you don't have to wait for the door to open, and that saves in-game time, but is actually slower in real time. Almost every SNES game is timed RTA, and some of them are timed JRTA, which is Japanese real-time attack, which uh, times from powering on the console to the end of the credits. So like, if I timed this seed through JRTA, we would have just finished it. So it would have actually been like 2:45 instead of 2:30. So there's some speedrunning trivia for you. It's one of the really notable games that's timed JRTA is Super Mario RPG, and if you were to time it regular RTA versus JRTA, your time would actually be about 15 minutes faster because the credits are so long. Like the credits add like 15 minutes to the timer. And so like whenever you see it in a marathon, you get to watch the whole credits of the game because that's how the game is timed. Whereas typically you would just cut out as soon like regular RTAs like from player control to end of player control. So there's all the knowledge I got for you today. I need to go and make dinner, and I can try my white chocolate milk stout that I kegged yesterday. That's one of the things that I did instead of streaming yesterday was it's one of the things that I did yesterday instead of streaming was clean out kegs and transfer beer. I'll be with you in a second, Teeny.
Can I hang out with you?
No, just 1 minute. Okay, I'm getting off. Close my door, please. So I have a white chocolate milk stout, which means that it has lactose sugar in it, which is not fermented by yeast. So it's a little bit sweeter because that's non-fermentable sugar. It's chocolate because it has cocoa nibs in it, and it's white because it doesn't have dark grain in it. So it is a light colored stout with lactose sugar and cocoa nibs, which is why it is a white chocolate milk stout. I also kegged a New Zealand IPA, which uses New Zealand hops, which I'm interested to try that too because I don't know anything about New Zealand hops. I just ordered them and followed a recipe. And so I'm interested to see how a New Zealand IPA is different from an American IPA. So that'll be fun. But I set them to burst carbonate, so they should be mildly carbonated now. They need another day to be fully carbonated, but they're carbonated enough. I mean, if you don't want it carbonated, you can drink it immediately. If you want it carbonated, you can either burst carbonate or you can slow carbonate. Burst carbonating is setting the CO2 pressure to around 35 psi for 24 to 48 hours, and then you lower it to serving pressure, vent the keg, and it's pretty much fully carbonated. If you slow carbonate, then you just set it to serving pressure and you leave it for about a week. And I have not had very good luck adequately carbonating through the slow carbonation method, so I just burst carbonate now. Plus, it has carbonated beer faster, which is always nice. I like a higher carbonation level than a lot of people do. Like a lot of people just like their beer very mildly carbonated. I really like carbonation in general. I can also just fill a keg with tap water and carbonate it and have carbonated water, sparkling water. Just it's really cool to be able to do that. Just I could carbonate any liquid. Yes, I am a fan. I am a fan of the bubblies. Bubblies are nice. I like my water to be spicy. Anyway, I will leave you to your cyberpunk, and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna make some delicious curry and drink some beer. Thanks very much for watching, Matt. I'm glad that you were here for this one, especially because this was a really good time for me.